Hey guys, no, your feed didn't glitch. A brand new monster episode's coming next week, but it's taking me 2 weeks to put it together because, quite frankly, it's a beast. Research heavy, but worth the wait. I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it's something everyone's going to benefit from hearing. I guarantee it. In the meantime, we're going back and revisiting one of the most talked about episodes of the early days of GCT. And this one struck a nerve or struck something because people seem to mention this episode more than any other by far. So if you're new to the show, it's a must hear, and if you've already heard it, you might catch something different the second time around. Here's episode 5, 608 U's. And this show has come far.
This podcast is not for the overly sensitive, the terminally optimistic, or anyone who thinks dating in your 50s is a whimsical romantic comedy. Listener discretion is advised.
Warning, this podcast contains sarcasm, realism, and brutally honest relationship autopsies. You've been warned. This is Girls Can Tell. It's not me, it's you, with your host, Trent Erickson.
So, I ran a little experiment. I created a dating profile. Big deal, right? But not as me, a tall, good-looking guy. Nope. I posed as an average-looking woman, using a normal photo, no filters, no cleavage, no seductive lighting, just a regular-looking woman with my stats. Well, but not 6'6". I didn't swipe, like anyone, or send a single message. And in 24 hours, take a guess at how many likes I got. Nope, higher. No, higher than that. You're not even close. I got 608 likes and 63 messages. Woo. Think about that. A completely average-looking woman who made absolutely no effort had over 600 men throw their hat in the ring in one day. Meanwhile, I'm over here getting like 15 to 20 likes on an average day. And that's as a tall, fit guy with a good wardrobe and actual effort put into my profile. This episode isn't just about the numbers, it's about what those numbers mean, what it can do to you mentally as a man when you know how stacked against you the deck really is, and what it does to dating dynamics when one side of the market is drowning in options and the other side is dying of thirst. Let's get cracking. So here's what I did and why I did it. I, like many of you, have heard the people say how much easier it is for women on dating apps than it is for men, and how many more options they have. And although I've spoken to women about this and have had brief glimpses into the women's side of things from girls I'm friends with, I wanted to see for myself firsthand if this is just a myth or if there's some truth to it. When I've asked women about this, I've been told they do get a decent number of matches, but they usually aren't specific with the numbers or the content. This is almost always followed by, yes, we get more matches, but 90% of them are mouth breathers and I wouldn't want to date them. Yes, it's about the same for us, but 10% of 600 is far more than 10% of 15. So, naturally, I thought there's no better way than to literally make myself into a 5'6", 134-pound, brown hair, brown-eyed woman named Stephanie, with a photo that matched the description. I made her new profile on a dating app. I picked a photo of an average-looking woman, just one single picture, nothing provocative, just a normal-looking person you'd see at Target on a Tuesday afternoon. Age was the same as mine. Profile text was basic, nothing clever, no hidden edge. It said, looking for an honest man for a real relationship. That's it. That's all I put. I checked the box saying I didn't have any kids, gave her an average income, and said I was open to men plus or minus 5 years of my age. Then I sat back and watched. I sent no likes, no messages. I wanted to see what came in when the effort was literally zero. And again, 608 likes and 63 messages. Messages ranged from the basic hellos to detailed paragraphs of how much they loved hiking and dogs. Guys offered coffee dates, dinner plans, trips, astrology readings, hot oil massages, weekend getaways, telegram numbers, all unsolicited. That kind of response isn't just impressive, it is staggering. And this was for someone average in every way, not a smoke show or a fitness model, just a regular-looking woman. So imagine what an attractive woman is dealing with. I'd estimate they get over 1,000 likes a day. Constant attention, a total tidal wave in response to literally nothing. All right, let's break this down. As a very tall, good-looking man, I get around 15 to 20 likes a day. And I know that's high, Most guys are lucky to get 1 or 2 and maybe get none at all. Now, compare that to 608 in a single day. This is what people mean when they say dating apps are built for women. They're the buyers, men are the product. It's not personal, it's just the reality of it. There are way more men on these apps than women, especially in the 40 to 60 range, and most men swipe right on nearly every woman just to increase their odds. Meanwhile, most women are much more selective, because they can be. The app experience isn't equal. For men, it's a lottery. For women, it's like a massive buffet. Here's where it can get ugly. When you meet a woman on the app and things are going well, part of you can start to think how many other guys are waiting in the wings. You know her inbox is overflowing, and you know she can replace you with 2 swipes. That messes with a lot of men's heads. It can create insecurity. It can make you second guess yourself. You may start tolerating things you normally wouldn't tolerate and might even let boundaries slide a bit because you know she's got so many other options just waiting to take your place. You know, I felt like something was off with my last 2 relationships. They were never truly 100% in the relationship, and I think it was because in the back of their minds they just figured I, or any man, is easily replaceable because that's been their experience. And the reality is, they were replaceable too. But it doesn't feel that way when you're the one investing, the one reaching out, trying to make things work while she's getting daily ego boosts from an app. The psychological impact is real. It changes how men date, how they act, how honest they are, and how they view their position in the relationship overall. They start to almost feel like they need to perform instead of connecting. Then they often alter themselves or personality in order to stay in the running. This isn't a rant so much as it's a warning. Modern dating, especially on the apps, is not a level playing field, and if you're a man over 50, you're stepping onto a field where the rules you're playing by are different for women. Women aren't doing anything wrong here. This isn't an attack, it's an observation based on what I saw personally, and I think it can help a lot of men out there who had no idea what things were like on the other side, as well as a lot of women now knowing what the guys they're dating are dealing with mentally. But if you don't understand the game, you're going to keep blaming yourself every time things fall apart. And who knows? I mean, maybe you are an awful person and this is all your fault. I don't know you. But I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt here and say this dynamic could be playing a part in its demise. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not suggesting you guys go out and create fake female profiles. That's just greasy. Do not do that. Now, I only did it as a professional broadcaster conducting ethical research in a controlled environment. This experiment definitely opened my eyes to the disparity in expectations and the emotional power imbalance built into dating apps. Most men have no idea what women deal with online, and most women have no idea how invisible men feel in that same space. And in this case, you're both right. And this is why I'm doing this podcast, because the dating content out there, it's garbage. Half of it sounds like someone put a Yeti mic on a coffee table and hit record while 3 friends talked over each other in a locker room for an hour. No prep, no point, no polish. I spend hours putting together every one of these episodes, writing, recording, editing, producing. I'm not winging it. I'm building something quality, and I hope you find it worth your time. So if this episode made you nod your head, rethink your last swipe, or made you feel less alone in this mess, then it's doing its job. And I'll keep showing up, because dating over 50 doesn't have to be confusing, demoralizing, or hopeless. You just need to know what you're up against. If you've enjoyed the show, please like, subscribe, and share. It really helps a lot. Email us anytime at girlscantellpodcast@gmail.com and listen on all the socials at Girls Can Tell Podcast. And stop DMing some other guy's girlfriend. She's already taken, you perv.